Alright, what up guys? Welcome back. Today is the third and last, for now, review of the new Layrite product. So before we looked at Super Shine Cream, then we looked at the Hair Cement Clay, both phenomenal products. But now today I want to talk to you about Layrite Natural Matte Cream. Because the thing is, this was my choice product over the summer while working. Because I would essentially go to work and then kind of right before lunch I would then hit the gym, come back, eat lunch, and then go back to work. And then that would be the extended, kind of the later end of the day. And what I'm kind of trying to say is that I would basically wake up, style for a very short period of time, work out, reset it, style again, and have it last until like the end of the day. And also my requirements for kind of working over summer, I didn't need a super clean and tight. I wanted it more comfortable, relaxed, loose, and just kind of freely styled. And so this was the choice product. This is what I used. And so we'll start off this review, of course, by looking at the jar. This is it. This is Layrite Natural Matte Cream, medium hold, matte finish, water soluble. And now the cool thing is that now the jars hold 4.25. Actually, some of them already held 4.25, but most of them actually held only 4, and so that's cool. On the bottom, you have directions and ingredients. Top, you have the same cap as always now, all of course in this new beautifully designed jar. The natural matte obviously wasn't a newly designed jar. It came out already like this, and the rest of the line was adjusted to accommodate this design. Inside you see the cream itself looks very wet, very smooth, and you'll see this kind of carried forward through the styling portion. So let's go ahead and start using it. The scent of this cream is of course the classic Layrite smell. That vanilla smell with, I actually feel like it has a little more of a candy note to it, but more importantly, this isn't your average pomade. This isn't necessarily a pomade anymore. And we've been really lenient with the definition of pomade. And so this one requires a slightly different approach to styling. And in all honesty, it's definitely something that is more optimal for what my brother styles, which is a loose side part. And where you just need a little bit of texture, you need a little bit of form to it, but not necessarily a lot of volume. I can get a good amount of volume out of this, but it takes, I don't want to say more skill, but more familiarity with my hair in order to kind of work with this type of product. And so when I've gotten to barber shops and they ask oh, what product do you want me to use? And I'm like, the natural matte cream. They give me this face. It's like, are you sure it's gonna work on your hair? It's like motherfucker. It's like, yes, yes it will. And so I will prove it to you now. And of course, what I will try to do is I won't use it like it's a clay, but I will approach it in order to style a loose, medium height, type of pompadour. Something that still has a lot of movement, still has a lot of flexibility, and play to it. And so, I mean, just like I hinted at when we were looking at a close-up look, it looks real soft, scoops out very soft, and applies fairly smoothly. You do feel this quick dryness that happens, which you'll be thankful for styling later. But of course, we don't need much at all. That should definitely be good enough. We're going to take advantage of its light characteristics by keeping it light. So I'm going to start combing everything back because I still wanted to make sure it's applied evenly. So combing it back is easy, but unlike a normal water-based pomade and unlike a gel pomade, it has this grittiness, and it's not similar to the clay kind of grittiness, but a dry paste type of thing. But anyways, go ahead and start styling. And we'll go ahead and call it done right there. And as you can see, the shape is actually very nice. And yes, it is very much possible for me to work with the natural matte cream. And so it has like a very cream lotion like consistency out of the jar. Applying it to the hair is very easy. You do get this like interesting like kind of drying, gripping grittiness effect to it, which is where you're gonna get the hold later on and the ability to kind of just texture without like having to wait. And so also like I would say it's slightly on the matte side. Neutral would be like a little less. Like I do notice that my hair is a little bit drier than usual, or appears a little more matte than usual, and so I would describe it as truly it is, yes, a matte product. Kind of the texture you get from it, I think that's a more accurate characteristic to kind of bring forward in this, or looseness is very nice. As you can see, I'm like basically messing with it with my hands, and it gets beautiful like separation. Has a beautiful like kind of feel and flow and aesthetic to it that you don't find in any other products, but like certain matte creams and clays. And then also the strength, if you can do it right, and if you're like kind of good with your hair, familiar with it at least, then you can actually get like pretty damn good hold and strength out of it, which then leads onto like very good impressive control. Now this is like a lightweight product, like medium hold, but like a very light feeling, clean feeling, like like kind of just loose. And so you can go out the day, like, through the day, it's not gonna like bother you. So you can feel like you have nothing in your hair, but at the same time, it is like very light. Like the flexibility like is still there in your hair, so it's very likely to get kind of messed up if you're kind of like, I'm about to go to the beach, or if you're about to hit the gym. Like it will likely get messed up. Sometimes it'll fight back. It has a pretty good like threshold to it until it gets messed up, but still, it's meant to be light. It's not like you're using the super hold or like the cement clay where things are like fucking cemented in. And so take that into account and take advantage of that. But yeah, so go throughout the whole day now, and I'll come back in a few hours, and then we'll talk about how well it performed. What up, guys? I'm back and absolutely exhausted. So I didn't tell you guys it's Van Ant's birthday today, so basically for one of the parts we went to the beach, like I mentioned, and had wine and cheese and mimosas, basic mimosas, on the beach with Luna and Harrison too. So I'm just completely tired right now. And also the beach is pretty far, so the drive back home after a while is just, yeah. But anyways, we really put this product to the test. I mean, like, this is it restyled. Like, if I didn't restyle for you guys, I mean, the beach up in San Francisco, it's so windy, nothing's gonna survive. And so it got totally messed up, but it had this own like messy aesthetic to it, which is why I've been using this product like during the summer, because even if I didn't have a chance to restyle, even if it got messed up during the day, it still had like a nice like feel to it. And restyling it, it's not the easiest thing, I'll admit. Preferably you will have a source of water. It's similar to a gel pomade in this regard, because it does harden a bit. It doesn't harden as much as like your everyday gel pomade, but it does harden. I'm not going to deny that. It really allows things to also set in. But in order to restyle, you do want water to kind of reactivate and kind of reset things. And so that is something that you should like take into account. Going back to the endurance, like if you're just in the office all day, if you're sitting around in class all day, it will survive. Like, I have no doubt about that. It will also maintain its lightness. It will also feel like you have nothing in your hair throughout the whole day. But if you do have any physical activity, like, it will likely get messed up. And so, kind of talking back to that hardness again, like, it does kind of harden and stiffen up. There is this aspect of it that really like locks in. It's not as like kind of frozen and like kind of like just perfectly like stiff like a gel pomade, but it does harden up a bit. Washing it out all in one go And kind of now in conclusion, like, I really like this product. There's a reason why I use it like the whole summer, and so it does get my seal of approval because I don't have much success with creams at all. I can use them, but I usually prefer not to. But this is the like, yeah, this is like the first cream, like matte cream, that I actually went out of my way to use during the summer because I preferred it over almost everything else I had. Because it was light, it felt nice, it wasn't bothersome at all, and like it gets to this point where like you just want the convenience of a clean, good, like light but medium hold product. And so this is one of the really good choices. If you don't want something as harsh as like cement clay, or you don't want something as shiny as like the Super Shine cream, then this is the choice. This is like the similar feel to the Super Shine cream minus the shine, and also making it a little more textury, not as slick at all. But yeah, so this has been the review for Layrite Natural Matte Cream. This is my last Layrite review for now, at least for what I have planned in the near future. Hope you guys got something out of it, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.